Hello everyone, I'm going to talk about my play therapy bag. It's basically a tote and what I think would be good toys to put in it to be able to tote around to different areas that you would want to work with children. And the first category is the family and the nurturing type of toys, and these can include a family. Here's the father and the mother, and then the daughter, and then the son, and then maybe a baby, and then maybe a pet. And they can use those items to maybe work through a situation that they are dealing with at home and help you to interpret what they're going through by watching them play with those type of things. And here's another little guy, Superman. And then we also have a soldier and a policeman, an actress and a doctor, and then there's also toys like stuffed animals and another stuffed animal that they can use to interpret how they may be going through something, or use that to these are also used to help build a better relationship with your client, with a child, and it might help them play out a situation that they're having difficulty with, or even maybe something that they enjoy. And the next category is scary. I have a few things. So I have snakes. Those are scary. And insects. And dinosaurs. And this category is used basically to give them an opportunity to deal with fears that they have. You can also use plastic monsters, and they can talk about things that scare them, and this might be a kind of an exposure type thing for them as well. I have aggressive toys, like a knife. This one, you can stab people and it won't hurt. And then here's another knife. And then I know this is over kind of big, but it's just to represent a toy gun. These type of aggressive toys are used so they can symbolically express themselves through anger and aggression, and this is in an appropriate realm, and they're able to express themselves, and this can help show how they can protect themselves maybe from their fears, or this type of play can help a child explore control issues they may have. This also enables the child to act aggressively in an appropriate manner, and it can help them process through some aggressive behaviors that they may be experiencing or feeling. The next category I have is expressive, and we have like clay, so they can make something, animals, people, anything they want to. And we have little letters that they could put on paper, and then there's little other little things they can put on paper with glue. And then there's stuff like this where they can make little jewelry, like a necklace or something, and bubbles, and then also some finger paint. The expressive toys are basically used so they can express their feelings through a creative means, and some kids have a more creative side and they may be able to express themselves better this way, just because that's how they are are better able to process things and talk about things, and it might be relaxing for them to do as well. And this also helps with problem solving skills, and it might be just their way of talking through a creative style. The next category is the pretend or fantasy category. And I have a doctor's kit. It has a little stethoscope, the nerve checker, thermometer, and that's it. And then we have this little puppet. This is supposed to represent a puppet. And then we have the finger puppet too. And then we also have costumes. Like, this is a little kitty, or bear, or no, this is a bear. And you can, has little paws so they can put their hands in. And then we have a mask, and this is to be a bumblebee for a little girl or a little boy. And then we also have a pirate vest for a costume. These pretend or fantasy toys are used also to help them express their feelings. It also helps them explore different roles in the relationships they're involved in. So they might act out some situations or behaviors or attitudes that they aren't normally able to express because they're dressed up as somebody else, or they're able to express themselves as, and help them figure out different roles that they can play. Another category has to do with the more directive type approaches, and like we have like games like Uno, and then Jenga, and then I have Phase 10. Oops, this is a really used game. These type of games can be used more directive, so they can help you figure out some of their feelings, or you can adapt these games to be more on a trying to do a therapeutic approach to it. And so then I also have some sensory type toys, like a little squishy that they can play with, and this is called a Mr. Tangle. You can just kind of play with it. And here's a little squishy turtle. And I have kinetic sand, which is great. And this is called Brain Putty, and it's really squishy, and you can pull it and tear it. And these type of toys I think would be more used for kids that need to relax a little bit. These would be good for them to kind of play with while they're talking to you. Kind of a relaxation technique. And I think that's about it. I seen some things on the internet, like there was a game that had a bunch of little pebble looking things that they put in this like sack thing, and they all had a bunch of different feelings put on them, and I think that would be really neat. But that was like an $80 game, and I'm not sure of all the rules, but I think that would be good to kind of express feelings that they might feel, and kind of ask them maybe their behavior, or how they see that feeling, or how have they ever felt that feeling, or just anything to help them kind of process through what feelings they've had, or what feelings they have experienced that maybe they don't understand. So that's about all I have for my play therapy bag. This could be a lot of fun to be buying a whole bunch of. I bought a bunch of stuff from Dollar Tree, but it could be as creative as you would want it to be, or as simple as you would want it to be, just to get them to engage with you. And maybe forget about the fact that they're talking to some stranger about feelings or situations that they go through, and some things that they might not be able to cope as well with, and that these toys can help them process through their feelings and thoughts, and then you can interpret how to help them. And that's my play therapy bag. Thank you.